Hey guys, what's up? It is Ginger here, doing something a little different. As you know, me and Snivy run this channel, but I'm doing something by myself. Now, what this is a league called PBF, Pokemon Battle Federation. Now, I'm in it by myself, I'm pretty good at it, and this is your average, um, OU draft league. Basically, um, it hasn't finished yet at the time making this, but I am gonna reveal my final pick, because hopefully I'll just bring it up when it's out. Now, I'm gonna go over everything. As you can see on the screen is my first pick. I was 12th pick overall, so it was pretty bad, honestly. Not gonna lie. It was a lot of scared me getting sniped. Like getting this pick right here, I was freaking out. So I'll get right into it. I am the Season 8 champion. We're on Season 9. And I'm going to post replays, team builders, all that kind of stuff about this league. So let's get into it. As you can see, this is my first pick. It's Heatran. I got Heatran because it syncs really well with my next pick. Heatran has really good coverage. It gets really good, honestly, it gets really good everything. I mean, getting Stealth Rocks, its defenses are just so good. I can't not want this thing on my team. Like 130 special attack, who wouldn't want that? 106 defenses, 91 HP. It's so good. Good old Andy, actually, uses Flame Charge, for speed control. I probably won't be, but that's another time for another story. It's probably going to be like my carry, because I built my team around this thing a good amount. But let's get into my next pick. Now, this is my second pick. As I said, I was Wheel, 12th pick, so I got two at the same time. Now, this was the Pokemon I decided on, because besides two of these, I used a completely new roster. I wanted to use new Pokemon. I like fast offensive. So I got Beedrill. Adaptability, 150 attack, 145 speed. That's outspeeding every non-Scarfer that's not Ninjask, Mega Alakazam, and Mega Aerodactyl. Now, I've used those other two Megas, and I'm not going to use Ninjask, so Beedrill is the next best thing. U-Turn is really good. I can set up T-Spikes if he's not as useful with his stabs. Poison Jab, Knockoff, I can Pursuit Trap. Brick Break, which is really weird. No one drafted a Alola Ninetales, so it doesn't really matter. And Acrobatics, Aerial Ace, cool moves like that. He's gonna be my carry, honestly, because he's a Beedrill, but besides that, he's just a fun Pokemon that's gonna be his basic movesets though, like U-Turn, Toxic, or Poison Jab, Knockoff, and like maybe Acrobatics or something weird, Drill Run. But yeah, so these two so far, I was looking and I said, ooh, I kind of need something for ground because his defenses aren't that great. So I got Gliscor. Now, everyone knows what Gliscor can do. It's Gliscor, Toxic Orb, Poison Heal. Defense is crazy. Attack is nice. Speed is really underrated, I say, personally. Besides that, for some reason, that's weird. But yeah, I think I'm going to end up using him a lot, especially with Heatran. And once again, I was noticing a common weakness. Earthquake, Knockoff, I'm just going to run Gliscor. You know how Gliscor works. Common weakness was water on my team, being Heatran, Beedrill, Gliscor. So I got Raikou. This is one of the Pokemon I've used before. He's a good Pokemon. Base 100 Spadef is really good. The 115s are nice, 90 HP. He can live Earthquakes from a good couple Pokemon. So I thought I'd run him, Thunderbolt, Volt Switch, Shadow Ball, Signal Beam, Sub, Calm Mind. He's just fun Pokemon. I've used them before. I've used them a lot. I've got like maybe 4 different leagues I've used this thing. It's reliable. It's a good electric type. And I was going to get Zeraora, but it got sniped round 1 for me, so it happens, it'd be like that sometimes. Now, I know what you're thinking so far. I don't have my Fairy Dragon Steel Core, because everyone has to have one of those, right? If you're not good, you're not gonna win with that one. So I did. I got one. I got Whimsicott. Now, this isn't my only Fairy type, spoiler alert, but it is my only Grass type. Now, why did I get Whimsicott? A, speed. 116, always outspeeds 115s, 110s. Crazy fast, crazy good. Prankster works on everything but dark types, so I could run Leech Seed, I could run Sub Moonblast with, like, even Protect, and this thing would be unstoppable. Impossible to kill. So it's just going to be a fun Pokemon to use, giving it fun items. Doesn't really get a wide move set. It gets, like, Shadow Ball, Psychic. I mean, it's not bad. Don't get me wrong. Memento, Hurricane? Interesting. Yeah, maybe it is pretty good. Gonna be kind of fun. But we'll see. We'll see when the season starts going on. Next is Volcanion. Now, once again, these two are both good water resists, which I said I really did not like, with Heatran and Gliscor being my main core. So, I got the best one around. This thing is a god. 600 base overall, 130 speed attack, 110 attack. The only problem is its speed. I can run this thing Scarf, though. I can run this thing Life Orb if the other team's not very fast. I didn't get web support this season. I don't know why, honestly. Maybe if Whimsicott got sticky web, that'd be nice, but it doesn't. Flamethrower, if I can kill, like, Flamethrower and Steam Eruptions, like, threats, though, something's dying. It could be, I might be making my Z-Mover, because, as I said, the draft's not over at the time, so I don't know what my Z-Mover is, or if I'm getting my last pick or not. Next up, I got Primarina. Now, as you can see, I was having some, fun with this earlier today. Primarina is another really good Pokemon, being that it is a water fairy, another fairy type. Like I said, this is him, and another water type. Now, I'm noticing I'm still kind of weak to ground, but I don't really care about that as much. I have this thing can wall ground types even with its defenses and its everything. Honestly. Scald, Moonblast. I love this Pokemon. I've fought it so many times and lost to it so many times. It's not even funny anymore. Moonblast, Scald, Shadow Ball. I've even seen some people pull crap out of here, like Charm. I've seen a couple times Sparkling Aria. That's kind of weird, the target's cured of his burn, but that's about all of the best stuff you're going to get from this bad boy. Hydro Cannon if I really need some extra power. Stuff like that, I think it's going to be a fun Pokemon to use, and nothing switching in on a Primarina. I'm sorry. Nothing. Like, you can't switch in on Primarina. It's simple as that. I mean, you can, but don't. Just don't. Next up is Sneasel. Now, this was kind of what I was hoping for when I said I was going to get a ground counter. I was going to get Virizion, because it's, resist ground, but it got sniped for me to pick before mine. So I grabbed Primarina, and then I grabbed Sneasel. Now, Ice Skull Shard, I think it outspeeds, like, every ground type in the game. That's, I think, maybe, I don't know, I could be wrong. Let's do some research real quick, shall we? Ground, speed, 120 Dugtrio, yes. And I speed time with Zygarde 10%. Someone did draft Dugtrio, but I don't think that thing's living like a Life Orb Ice Shard. Look at it. Oh, never mind them. But yeah, besides that, I think it's gonna be a good addition to the team. Low Kick, Brick Break. I thought he had Iron Head before this, but I guess not. Poison Jab's nice. Power Punch is nice. Pursuit Trap, X Scissor, Shadow Claw. It's gonna be a fun Pokemon to use overall. Actually, I have used Sneasel, and so I'm gonna have 3 Pokemon that I've used before. Sneasel, I didn't really use it a lot, but I did use it. I've used Weavile a lot too. That was my inspiration behind getting this thing, was the fact that it was so, like, unanimous, like, it's so good for my team. And I'm sitting here and I'm like, I'm gonna get Sneasel instead. Weavile was taken, obviously, really fast. So, why not? It's just gonna be a fun, good ice type. It's not gonna be, its dual stab is just too powerful for anyone to handle. Knock off, stuff like that. Next up, I got Druddigon. Now, obviously, yeah, you know, I don't even care. My pick I haven't gotten yet is Armaldo. You know, it'd be like that sometimes. But Dredagon, I was choosing between Dredagon and Noivern. As you can see, once again, I was fiddling around a little bit. Sorry about that. Um, but basically, Sheer Force, 120 base attack. Why are all of these? I don't understand that. 90s in both defenses, 77 HP. It's bulky, rough skin, rocky helmet with stealth rocks, glare, so on and so forth. And Dragon Tail for sweepers. Life Orb, Sheer Force, Gunk Shot, stuff like that. You can't. And without a quad weakness, Drudigon's base overall stats, it's not like, you know, it's not one of your gods. It's 485. It's nothing to be crazy happy about. But that attack, it's just good. It's gonna be a good addition to the team, a good dragon type. My Fairy Dragon Steel Core is definitely could be a bit better, but I can roll with it. I really can. And then the weirdest one. God, I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. The weirdest one today, Hawlucha. Hawlucha without a Tapu, to be precise. Why? I'm gonna be real with you, Chief. 118. I wanted to beat 115s like my Sneasel, or, you know, I guess Zygarde. 10%. Um, I don't think it obviously doesn't outspeed Weavile 125. But it can still probably 1v1 a Weavile, I'd say. But basically, no one really looks at this thing's moveset and says it's coverage. People look at it and say, unburdened, electric seed, draft Coco. And it's just gay. Like, whoever, I don't like people that play like that. I just say gay out of context like that, but like, or like without meaning. But I just don't like fighting those players. Mainly because, I mean, it's not that I couldn't do it, because anyone can throw Electric Seed on a Pokemon with 4 coverage moves and win a game. But I used it for its versatility. It gets the punches, high jump kick, Iron Head, Poison Jab, Stone Edge, U-turn, Zen Headbutt. This thing has such good moves that just haven't been used to its fullest potential. And it's crazy. I don't know why. It even gets something like Steel Wing. I mean, you don't need it because Iron Head, but it's still funny. What is it? Flying Press, which combines flying into its type effectiveness. So if you're fighting a fighting type, it kills them. If you're fighting a bug type, it's neutral now. Flying Press is really underrated. 100 base power, too. It can screw you at times, but if they have fighting resists, but no flying resists, you know, maybe it'll work out in the end. Or if they're weak to, like, bug types, they're just crazy, you can use it against them. But yeah, Hawlucha is my second last Pokemon. As I said, I'm hoping to get Armaldo. This is the third Pokemon I've used before. It's a rock user, crazy attack stat. I think it's underrated a bit. Aqua Tail, Aqua Jet, it got Liquidation. I don't remember seeing Liquidation on him before this. Recording this. Stone Edge, Superpower, Low Kick, Knockoff. It's just got nice coverage, Earthquake, you know, Brick Break. I don't even know why it gets some of these moves. It's a Rapid Spinner as well. I don't know if that's a is it? It is a Rapid Spinner. Am I correct? Yeah, it's up here. Never mind. Sorry. Rapid Spinner. But besides that, that's my team. Battle Armor, Swift Swim. All these Pokemon have a rightful place on the team. They all, like I said, overall, ground weakness is there. I have 1 resist and 2 immunities. I might have to patch that up later with, like, getting rid of probably maybe some, like, Whimsicott. But we'll find out. We'll see how the season goes. And I will, catch you guys later. Hopefully you like and subscribe. This is going to be an ongoing series. I will get this out as much as I possibly can. My name's Ginger, signing out.